Okay, so this is the shower portion of the downstairs bathroom. And you can see this gray is the original grout. When I pan over here to the corner, it's much brighter. It's brighter, couple inches in, and the whole vertical seam. See the difference in the colors? There's a little bit of overlay. So when I pan out, you can see the difference in the colors. This correction goes all the way up because this entire wall was cracked. Again, here's the fading, the darker gray into the correction. Now, here's the back wall. There was cracks that were also through here. This is also corrected because you can see the difference in the darker gray versus the lighter gray. So these sections were cracked. All the way in here. Here's the fading right there between the two colors. And the whole back wall. This is very obvious. You could see the dark and you could see the light. The back was cracked. The darker was not. So, now onto the seat. This is all original and not cracked. And then the seat area was cracked. This is much lighter. Original, not cracked. This was cracked. So here's the corner. This is correction, not cracked. This whole seam, so all around the outside of the bench, the top of the bench was cracked. The seam going up this wall was fully cracked, and the seam going down this corner was also fully cracked. So it wasn't just one line like NNX is trying to claim, because that's the only thing that they took video of. Now, going over here to the wall that is right up against the outside wall is our shower, bathtub shower. And this was the same thing, except when Rudy came, the entire seams of the shower had caulk on it, because that's how the original homeowners did it. And he had recommended removing this to see if there was any leaks, because it was old, it was crumbling, the caulking was coming off. So in order to get this up to par, to where it wasn't going to leak any further, this needed to be regrouted. And he did the same thing here. He checked out he took off the caulk, saw that the grout lines that were underneath it were cracked, and redid the cracked areas. So all along, the bathtub itself was cracked. And then the two seams. So you can even tell this far away the difference in the colors between the original grout and the corrected grout. That's the back wall. Goes all the way up to the top. And then the same thing in this corner. So the quote was 600 originally, and that's because we visually only saw the cracks that were in the shower. The cracks that were in the bathtub area were covered by caulk that was falling apart, and so he removed it and fixed the grout as it should have been. So that was the extra 600. You can see, like, that's not fixed. Doesn't get a whole lot of water, but that's one of the cracks that's still visible. And that's at the top, that's at the ceiling drywall area.